From the north shore of the Allegheny River, we're inside beautiful PNC Park in Pittsburgh. Tonight, the first of this quick two-game series between the Detroit Tigers and the Pittsburgh Pirates. It's going to be a premier pitching matchup. Two of the league's hardest throwers go head-to-head next. Joe Wiggins is the man on the mound for the Pirates in this contest. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy's a fun guy to watch pitch. Not necessarily an overpowering guy. Has an ERA in the low threes. But one thing he knows how to do, he knows how to pitch and he knows how to minimize damage. If you're going to have an ERA in the low threes in this day and age, you're doing a lot of things right, and this guy should be fun to watch in this one.
And now the third baseman sneaks into position to cover a potential drag bunt. And we kick things off tonight with a swing and a miss for a first pitch strike as we're underway. Dero, Dan, we look at this Pirates ball club as they enter play here tonight. They dropped another one last time out, and in fact they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matty, taking a look at the standings right here, this team has a nice lead, comfortable. You always want to find yourself in a position where you're about 5 to 9 games, got the advantage. You don't. One series isn't going to totally kill you in the standings, and this team's sitting pretty right
The
now.
1-2 hit the other way out toward right field. Clemente is there to put it away for out number 1. So a moment now to take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Detroit Tigers. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, like everyone else, I can't wait to see what Miguel Cabrera has in store. This guy's got over 1,700 RBIs. Watch him go to work when there's a runner in scoring position. It's an art form to try to figure out how to drive in runs, and he's figured that out.
Kendrick waiting, now the pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Frozen with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Boy, there's the perfect pitch right there, the straight changeup. He hadn't used it yet in this at bat, and what does he do? He uses it, pulls the string, and gets the big strikeout.
The first baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Popped him up. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. So not much happening here in the top half of the first. And now the Pirates will take their turn in a scoreless ball game. Britt Witt gets the ball for the Tigers in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, you can tell by this strikeout to walk ratio 2-to-1 that this guy is more a pitch to contact guy than a strikeout walk guy.
Digging in, Christian Brummett. And he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. So guys, these Tigers, as they begin play here tonight, they've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this is a classic case of hitting is contagious. They scored a bunch of runs last game, and this team is flying high right now. There's a fight at the bat rack.
Line towards center field. Rasmus has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out. Now a moment here at PNC to take a look at the Pirates lineup card in this one. Hero, what do you got on this lineup in the series opener?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one.
So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate, Rusty Valentine.
Hey, you know, D-Row, Rusty Valentine, he's known for having a high and a low strike zone, but he's pretty good east and west. You better keep it on the corners.
Yeah, I'm okay with Rusty's zone, without question. You know he's going to elevate. It's north-south, so you're aware of it. As a veteran player, you can live with that.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Strike two, swinging. And a fastball flew it right by him, and there are two down.
One of the big advantages to pitching ahead in the count if you're a pitcher, because you have to cover both pitches if you're a hitter. You have to cover the off speed and the fastball. And in the 1-2 count, you might be sitting off speed. And what happens? He gets the fastball, and he can't catch up to the express.
In now, Tyler Wiggins. Now he extends nicely, and this ball is driven to right field and deep. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball one. 2 out, nobody on. Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball, 2-1. Takes this the other way to right. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Roberto Clemente, having a very nice year, currently second in the NL batting chase. First pitch of the at-bat on its way down the first baseline, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. We've played an inning, still 0-0. Next up for Detroit, Al Kaline. He's carrying a batting average of just over 300, so clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fouled off.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Well, fans of good pitching are in for a treat today. What can we expect from today's matchup, guys?
I know everyone loves the long ball, Matty, but this is why I pay the price of a ticket right here. 2 of the game's best, 2 of the hardest throwers competing at the top of their game. Dan, you have to love this stuff.
You know, D-Row, we thought coming into this one it was going to be a low-scoring affair. Both of these pitchers look like they're locked in early, and runs are going to be really difficult to come by. They both look like they're on point so far.
And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Time for a look at the Buccos on D. And manning the hot corner today is a guy with one of the quickest reactions in the game. That's it at third base. A step and a dive, a little bit of range, but you better be reacting, and you better be able to have some serious hands and a strong arm to get it over the first. And he checks all the boxes.
And a strike called at the knees, 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Sliders in for a strike.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far. He could go pretty deep into this one.
Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Clemente giving chase, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Batting next, the left fielder, number 10, Carlos Gonzalez.
Here's Carlos Gonzalez. He was 1 for 4 in Sunday's affair. Looks like the corner infielders are guarding the lines now, trying to prevent anything from getting by them for extra bases. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. 2-0 to the Tigers left fielder.
Hey, I hope that call doesn't throw him off his game right here. He's been pitching one heck of a game, and I'd hate to see the umpire get in his head right now.
2-0 count, and the pitch. Here's a strike.
Hey, that's just a great pitch right there. Fastball at the bottom of the zone, right under the knee. It's interesting. I was a low ball hitter, so you could take the strike zone and go to the ground with it. I can live with that being called a strike. What I can't live with is above the belt getting popped.
Here now the 2-2. That's lifted the other way out to left. Moving under it, Wiggins. And that's the third out. Nothing doing here this half. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. And we are tied 0-0. Now in the box, Randy Wiggins. He begins this one with the 4th best batting average in the National League.
Wiggins.
First offering on its way. Boy, good fight on the slider, and it just missed inside.
Wow, that was a decent breaking ball right there, but that's just a pitch that's a little easier to lay off of when you're opposite-handed, opposite bat. You could see the sweep of the ball coming right into you. That was a great take.
1-1. Line drive to center field. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. A fastball down near the shoe tops. And that pitch catches the inside corner. And he'll step off and fire to the bag. And the runner back in standing. Pitch out. Nothing doing. The 2-1 home. He's running. Here now the 2-2. They'll try it again from first. Pitch outside. The throw. It's too high, and he's in there at second with a stolen base.
You know, I like the aggressiveness there. They haven't cracked the scoreboard at this point, so it's clear they're trying to manufacture something by forcing the action. We'll see if it works out for them.
Wiggins stands at second with no outs. Popped him up. Castellanos in foul ground. 1 down.
All right, guys, here's the defensive alignment for the Detroit Tigers. And guys, taking a look at this defense is going to have to be stout today. Starting pitcher with an ERA north of 5 usually spells some barrels being found by the opposition. So these guys better be on their toes in this one.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Fouled away. Bottom of the second here with no score. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. Called strike over the outside part of the plate. Hammered the other way to deep right field. Kaline ranging back at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning. Into the box now, Curtis Wiggins, looking to stay hot. He's been a real threat at the plate the last week or so. the first pitch to him. And the changeup is way low that time. Lifted in the air to center. Rasmus has a read on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. 2 complete. Still scoreless here on the show. Back now with Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as it'll be Nicolas Castellanos to start out the inning. Looks like the corner infielders are guarding the lines now, trying to prevent anything from getting by them for extra bases. First pitch is a changeup for a called strike. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. This ball will be chopped foul. Hard hit towards center. Brummett patrolling center makes the play, 1 out. And with that, we give you a look here at what's happening in the race in the National League Central. Jason Castro, the catcher, is in. He's hitting in the 270s on the season coming into this one. Looks like the corner infielders are guarding the lines now, trying to prevent anything from getting by them for extra bases. In there, strike 1. One and one to Jason Castro. Out in front as he rolls over it to second. Wiggins is there, and that's the second out.
Batting ninth, pitcher, Britt Witt.
Now here's the Detroit pitcher, Britt Witt. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
This is a perfect time for him to break out that nasty changeup. Great arm action on it.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Down in order go the Tigers. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Joe Wiggins. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. First pitch coming. Here it is. And that one just missed outside.
This is what fires me up right here. You don't get a chance to see this every day of the week. You got the reigning Cy Young Award winner squaring off against the reigning MVP. That's why you pay the price of admission.
Drilled right back up the middle. And Andrus will not be able to get there. It's a base hit. So an inning opening single kicks off their half of the third.
Hey, I'm not surprised right here this pitcher mixed in a knock. Playing in the National League, he gets way more opportunity to work on his craft from the offensive side of the ball. NL pitchers definitely have an advantage in these interleague games.
Stepping in now, Christian Brummett. She'll run up to bunt here, but misses for strike 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. The 0-1. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1.
Well, this is an approach we've seen him use effectively lately. Set up the inside and then get him out with pitches away.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
Christopher Wiggins.
Standing in now, Christopher Wiggins, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Looks at a changeup that catches the corner.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
Yeah, and he might strike out for a second time right here.
And a wasted pitch there, 1-2.
Well, I'll tell you, he's not hitting over 300 by luck. He really knows the strike zone and his own strengths. That last take is a great example.
And this one's in the dirt. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full, 3-2.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
2 ways to look at this walk. If you're the hitting coach, you say, that's a great AB. Down 0-2 and you work the walk, but if you're a pitcher like me, that's just a case of letting a guy off the hook, and that can really frustrate you.
Standing in now with runners in scoring position, Tyler Wiggins, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Inside with a first pitch splitter, and it's 1-0.
When you're hitting in a situation like this, you have to find a way to slow your heart rate down. The pitcher's the one with all the pressure. You're looking to keyhole something middle of the plate and drive some runs in.
Lays off the fastball away, and it's 2-0. Wiggins on third, Brummett at second, Wiggins on at first with nobody out. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. Now the 2-1 pitch. It's a high drive to left, back toward the wall, but he's going to run out of room. It's gone! So he will touch them all on the grand slam. Home run number 5 on the year as the Pirates have opened it up now 4-0.
This is an example of an inning that just gets away from you. A couple of innocent hits, a walk, and the next thing you know, he's watching them all trot around the bases. You don't always see a lot of runs scored in this sport, but sometimes they can be put up in a hurry.
Into the box now, Roberto Clemente, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1.
Boy, it's hard to let a grand slam go, but the only silver lining is now that you're working with a clean slate, nobody on, nobody out, got to treat it like it's a fresh inning.
And a high strike there. It's 1-1. 4 runs here in this half inning. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Kendricks got it, and that's the first out. And with that, we give you a look here at the standings entering play in the AL Central. Digging in for his second at-bat, Randy Wiggins. He reached on a single in his first try. Here's the pitch. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1.
I mean, that's almost an unhittable pitch right there. The downward action of that nasty split finger, add in the velocity in the high 80s, you ain't doing much with that.
And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
Well, no one really likes getting punked by a pitch, but as long as it doesn't do too much damage, most guys will take it any day. A free pass can be a big deal if the guys behind you can make it hurt for the pitcher.
Riding in once again, Scott Gifford. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. Back in standing. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
Well, he came right back in there after he hit the previous batter. I like that. If you're going to work inside, you're going to hit a few guys, but you can't let that change your game plan.
In the dirt here. And the runner will stay put, but the count moves to 2-0. Now the 2-0. Runner goes for second. Left side, but well foul. Now he'll step off the rubber and go to first. Don't want to forget about it. The 2-1 home. On the move again from first. Hit sharply on the ground. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
The catcher, number 5, Brian Brummett.
Digging in to try it again, Brian Brummett, runner in scoring position with Sir John. First delivery to him on the way, and he fouls this one off. 2 out here and a runner at second. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. A pause and the 0-2. And it's 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
He certainly has an open base down there, but you don't want your defender standing flat-footed for much longer.
And a swing and a miss here. So it took him 31 pitches, but the side is finally retired. But 4 score for the Buccos on this grand slam home run. We're through 3 here in the Steel City. It's now 4-0 Pittsburgh. Here's Elvis Andrus now. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Here it comes now to Andrus. 1-1.
Yeah, that looked like a strike, but let me tell you, when you're staring at a big 0 in the hit column, getting a call like that to go your way can feel like a big victory.
Hard liner to center field. Brummett is right there, 1 down. And while we have a moment, here's a look at the Pirates' Road to the Show report. 2 guys there that this organization has to be happy about right now. Here's Howie Kendrick. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Looks like the corner infielders are guarding the lines now, trying to prevent anything from getting by them for extra bases. And that swung on and missed for strike 1.
He's been pitching really well so far in this one as we cruise into the middle innings. One of the big reasons why, 80% first pitch strike ratio. If he continues that, he might be able to finish this one.
2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4.
Well, this lineup obviously doesn't get to see this guy very often because he's over in the other league, and it's really showing. He's pitching really well right now, and I'm sure these hitters are plenty happy they don't have to face him multiple times this year.
Well, with the power bat up at the plate, the manager wisely signals his outfielders to back off. Don't want anything over their heads here. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Good cut that time by Cabrera, but he couldn't come up with it. It's 0-2.
Hey, this boy ain't messing around right now. Attacking his zone, showing a lot of confidence in his stuff. He's got 2 quick outs, and now he's got this guy down 0-2.
Trying to get Cabrera to chase there, but it's 1-2. A little bouncer. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. They trail here 4-0. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Curtis Wiggins. And I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Matt. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him. Been a real big struggle for him so far on the mound. 4 runs and only 3 innings, so it'll be interesting to see if he can settle in at all and make some adjustments, or if this start will continue to run downhill.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Wow, this one bounces off the pitcher. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Now batting, pitcher, Joe Wiggins.
And now it's the Pirates pitcher, Joe Wiggins. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. Lifts it into the air to shallow center. Coming in is Rasmus. Oh, and a great diving catch for the first down.
I suppose this is why you usually have the best defensive outfielder in center field. He got a good read on it, charges in hard, and made a fabulous grab. Look for that one to make the highlight reels later on.
Into the box, Christian Brummett. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Now the 1-0, and they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Wiggins, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Pitch out, nothing doing. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Pitch inside, the throw way late, and he's in there easily at second.
Well, some may say that's a questionable steal with such a big lead, but to me, it's still too early to worry about disrespecting the other team. I've seen leads like this disappear, so they're going to keep trying to pile on.
Ready with the 3-1. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. 4 runs, 6 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. Liner in there for a base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
They had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets through, but eventually does get to third base.
In now, Christopher Wiggins, as he swings and lifts a pop-up out behind short. And this will be hauled in by Andrus for route number 2. But he changed his mind there as he broke for home, but ends up retreating back to third base safely.
Third baseman, Tyler Wiggins.
Digging in and looking for more, Tyler Wiggins. He's driven in 4 already, and yet another big RBI opportunity for him right here.
Matt, they couldn't have asked for anyone to hit better in this spot than this guy right here. He looks dialed in at the plate right now.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Now we'll step off and fire to the bag. Runner back standing. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Pitch misses low. The throw down. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down.
That's a great call from the dugout to put the runner in motion that time. With 2 outs and a good hitter at the plate, it's a pretty low-risk play. If he's out, you still got the same good hitter leading off the next inning. But if he's safe, he's in scoring position and a lot easier to drive in.
3-0, here it is. Takes a knee-high fastball.
This is where if you're the batter, 1 pitch, 1 spot, and you get the barrel of the bat to that baseball as quick as possible with damage on your mind.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. And he takes ball 4. So now at least they're set up for the force at any base here with 2 away.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
Now the Tiger skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So a less than stellar performance here tonight as he makes the early exit and forces that bullpen into action much earlier than anticipated. Anibal Sanchez answers the call from the pen here in the 4th as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from the starter. Digging in once again, Roberto Clemente. He's got an opportunity here in a bases loaded situation and seems like the right man for the job.
I'd say so. He's the team leader in RBIs. Time for the right man in the right spot.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
Even though we're still in the early going, I think this game's at a tipping point right now. They've got a chance to put this game out of reach. But if they can't score anymore here, the other guys feel like the door's still open.
Cabrera's got it, and not too shabby out of the pen. Takes just 2 pitches to get the ground ball, and that ends the inning. Pirates leave them loaded. They lead it 4-0. And next it'll be the Tigers cleanup hitter. Al Kaline comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Looks like the corner infielders are guarding the lines now, trying to prevent anything from getting by them for extra bases. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. So still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the 5th as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And we find that these guys currently sit in the number 3 position in the circuit in that category. Here's the center fielder now, Colby Rasmus. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Looks like the corner infielders are guarding the lines now, trying to prevent anything from getting by them for extra bases. This is line to left. That's a hit, the first of the game for the Tigers.
Hey, D-Row, it's about time they finally break through. We're into the 5th inning, and that's just their first hit of this game.
Yeah, Danny, it's been a pitcher's delight out there, but I'm an offensive guy. I want to see some balls moved into the gap. First knock, hopefully this is the start of many.
Here's Carlos Gonzalez, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball one. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. 2-0.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
And it's fouled away. Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
He's been throwing strikes all day, so you're not up at the plate thinking he's going to walk you in this situation. You need to be aggressive and sit hard at the plate.
The 3-1. Into right field. That's a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, listen, as a pitcher, when you fall behind with 3 balls, you want to come in there and throw a strike, and sometimes you're going to give up a base hit.
Yeah, Danny, that's the name of the game from the offensive standpoint. Work yourself, count leverage, man. 2-0, 3-0, 3-1. Buy yourself that pot-committed fastball and cheat.
Nick Castellanos now. 1-0 the count. The 1-0 home. Laid off, but in there for strike one.
Hey, I'm a little shocked right there. Double play situation. He doesn't go with the sinker. He goes with the ordinary fastball in that situation.
Here's the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick, because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Clemente is in pursuit, but he won't get there. It falls in. And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with 1 away.
Boy, this looked like it could have been a quick inning, get the first out, and then boom, 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 3 singles. All of a sudden, they're loaded with 1 out.
Yeah, this is execution at its best right here. 1 out. He's still got double play in order. If he can make a pitch, he can get out of it. If he doesn't, crooked number goes up.
Jason Castro, the catcher, is in, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And he misses with it. 1-1.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout, or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You could see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Hey, I love the aggressiveness right here and wanting to be a hero. But this is where you got to tell yourself to relax a little bit. I had an old coach tell me one time, when the bases are loaded, just concern yourself with getting the guy in from third.
1-2 is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
Wow, talk about a waste pitch on 2-2. That one wasn't even close. I don't know anyone that would have swung at that pitch.
And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now.
I really liked it. He gave up nibbling out of the zone trying to get him to chase. That wasn't working, so he just reached back and fired a good old country hardball fastball right by him. No better feeling in the world when you're a pitcher than throwing a fastball right by a guy.
Fouled off. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. And that sinker misses at the shoe tops. Ball 1. The 1-1 home. It is a fastball in off the plate for a ball. Here now the 2-2. Freezes him. A strikeout looking. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Tigers, number 13, Ryan Stewart.
Ready for another shot now. Randy Wiggins. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up.
Second baseman, Randy Wiggins.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. This is taken outside for ball one. The 1-0 is taken, strike one. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball two.
That's a great job of keeping your hands back. You could tell he was totally fooled. His hip started leaking a little bit, but he was able to stay strong enough with his hands not to overcommit.
And there's one away. Final line there for the Detroit starting pitcher. Certainly not the night he wanted to have. Ready once again, Scott Gifford. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First delivery to him on the way. Fouled away. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good. Ready for another chance? Ryan Brummett. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. From the stretch. Line drive to left. Gone! It's a two-run shot to straightaway left. 7 home runs for him on the year now. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Well, when it left its bat, I didn't think it had the height to even clear the fence. Shows you how much I know. That thing was a laser shot that just kept going and going and going. Wow, that was impressive.
Stepping in now, Curtis Wiggins. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. Well, this one had the makings of a great pitcher's duel, but has developed into something of a lopsided contest. What do you make of this one, fellas?
Yeah, Matty, we are expecting a pitcher's duel in this one. It's working for one guy. The other guy, not so much. Didn't have good feel for his breaking stuff or his off speed and had to come over the middle of the plate. I don't care how hard you throw, Dan. In this league, guys will catch up to it.
You know what, Dero, you hit it. It's been the story of 2 really good pitchers, 2 power pitchers. One guy making good pitches, the other not making good pitch late, and hence he's walking. It looks like he's going to walk away taking a loss in this one.
Count is 1-2 now. Up around the face. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
Got him looking with the fastball, as that had some two-seam movement to it. 2 gone.
It's never easy to rebound after serving up a 2-run shot, but that at bat was a good indication to me that he isn't letting it get to him. He went right after him for the strikeout.
Up next for the Buccos, Joe Wiggins. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. He's set. Here it comes. Line to the right side. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3. So he delivers with 2 away, and the bottom of the 5th marches on.
Hey, I've been impressed with this guy. Not only has he thrown the ball well, but now he's mixing in a base hit late in the game, giving his manager options. Whether or not he wants a pinch run, keep him in there, go to the relief. I mean, he's opened up a whole weaponry box for the manager.
Into the box now, Christian Brummett. And there's a swing and a miss at an off-speed pitch to start him out. 0-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. And he lays off for ball 1. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. Line down the left field line. But this is foul near the seats. The 2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. The Pirates are able to add on to their lead, and after a long dry spell, the good times are back again in the Steel City. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday night baseball after this. Here's Elvis Andrus now. He'll start the inning, and we're back to the top of the order, but they haven't looked too dangerous in this one yet, right, guys?
Well, none of them have any hits yet, so you're right on the money. They've done a great job of holding these guys down so far.
Another opportunity for him here, so we'll see if anything changes. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you could have some problems.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? And what's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Looks like the corner infielders are guarding the lines now, trying to prevent anything from getting by them for extra bases. Into the box, Howie Kendrick. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Looks at a changeup right over the middle.
Talk about challenging a guy. He offered up 2 in a row right down the chute, and the batter didn't even flinch. Gotta wonder what he was looking for.
And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Grounder down the line at third. So this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Another one sent foul.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
Very weakly on the ground, but it gets fouled. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
He's really on a roll right now on the mound. Back-to-back strikeouts to wrap up the last inning, and now he started this frame with the same story. 4 straight strikeouts in all.
Well, with the power bat up at the plate, the manager wisely signals his outfielders to back off. Don't want anything over their heads here. Changeup called strike 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. And he falls behind 0-2. Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Down in order go the Tigers. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Ready for another shot now. Christopher Wiggins. He's 0 for 2 with a walk thus far.
Wiggins.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. K-line is there. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Now batting, third baseman, Tyler Wiggins.
Digging in once again, Tyler Wiggins. He's off to a fast start in this one. 2 for 2, including a home run. He's set, and the pitch. Nope. And a fastball just a bit up. 1 out, nobody on. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Do you take your chances in this situation as a hitter, knowing he's just missed outside 2 pitches in a row, and dive a little bit and try and drive something in the opposite field?
Too tight with that one. 3-0. Popped him up. Castro has a play. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well executed pitch there.
Standing in now, Roberto Clemente, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
That's not a bad pitch right there. That 2-seamer moving away from a left-handed hitter. Didn't get the strike, but I like the idea behind the pitch.
Now the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed for strike number 2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2. Another try at 2-2. Fastball down near the shoe tops. And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
Well, that was a slider in a 3-2 count, and it just didn't tempt him enough to get a good swing. A good job of pitch recognition and knowing the strike zone to draw the free pass there.
Ready once again, Randy Wiggins, and we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. Here comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Check swing called strike. 0-1. Now a move over to first, just keeping him close. comes set, and the 0-1. This is line to left. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Pirates leave one. They lead it 6-0. Back here in Pittsburgh, it's on to the 7th inning with the Pirates leading in this one. But before the inning gets underway, let's check out the game summary to this point. Ready for another chance? Al Kaline. He'll lead it off here as we begin inning number 7.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally. One of the keys to pitching late in the games, first pitch strikes, and this guy's rolling along. So far, over 70% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2. The 1-2. Swing and a little tapper. That's a foul ball. Try again, 1-2. Just hung in there on that one. Here's another 1-2. Chopped weakly to the left. Wiggins scoops it up, and the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Here's the center fielder now, Colby Rasmus. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Popped him up. Gifford moving to his left, and he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning.
The left fielder, number 10, Carlos Gonzalez.
Digging in to try it again, Carlos Gonzalez. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Looks like the corner infielders are guarding the lines now, trying to prevent anything from getting by them for extra bases. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
Boy, he's been great in this one, and he's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. They still find themselves down 6-0. Charles Peterson comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Scott Gifford. They'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7. From the stretch, here's the pitch. There's a fastball that just misses, ball 1.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm out about it.
The 1-1. Hot shot down the line, but this will get fouled. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 misses for the 2nd ball. Hit hard back up the middle, and Kendrick gives it a reach going by, but it's into center field for a base hit. With that, the Buccos have their leadoff man aboard to kick off the inning.
The catcher, number
Nice
5.
piece of hitting right there. Kept his shoulders square, his hands inside the baseball, and was able to fight off a good, nice executed pitch for a knock.
In now, Brian Brummett will roll over it and send it to shortstop. Scooped up, and indeed he won't look at second. He'll just flip it on over to first to take the sure out.
Up next for the Pirates, the shortstop, Curtis Wiggins.
So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Curtis Wiggins. He got called out on strikes his last time through. First pitch on its way. Missed with a slider. Gifford, the runner at second, with one away. Look out, a fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit.
I'll tell you, there was intent behind that pitch. I'm not saying he was trying to hit him, but when you're facing a guy like this, you don't want him to get too comfortable.
And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. A leap at the wall by Rasmus, but it's over his glove. A home run. Two-run shot to straightaway center. 8th home run on the season for him as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
As a hitter, that feels so good. The previous pitch ran in on him, trying to get him off the plate. But the next pitch, he mashes it out of here. Goes to show you can't intimidate him.
Riding in once again, Joe Wiggins. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned the chance to take this at-bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
Hey, have a day right here. 3rd knock of the game for the pitcher. Don't be shocked if he's not in a 3-hole for this manager tomorrow.
Into the box now, Christian Brummett. And he puts it on the ground to second. There's one. On to Cabrera, but it's too late, and they'll just get the one.
It's really tough to double up a guy with the speed that he has, and he was hustling all the way on this ground ball, so they should be happy they at least got the guy out at second. It'll be interesting now to see if he tries to use that speed again and swipe a bag and get into scoring position.
Up next for the Buccos, Christopher Wiggins. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. And that slider's almost in the dirt. A runner on first with 2 away. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
You thank your lucky stars when you get a chance to hit behind a guy with as much speed as he has on first base. The entire defense is on guard, and you know probably there's a fastball coming.
And he fouls this one off. Now the 2-1 pitch. Will not catch the zone, ball 3.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
And he'll be back in standing up. Now a swing and a ground ball for the second baseman, Kendrick. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. But the Pirates do get a couple here on this 2-run home run. 7 complete here tonight. It's the Pirates 8 and the Tigers nothing. Nick Castellanos now. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
tried to get him out front, but it's a ball 1-2. The 1-2. Still 1-2. And now time is called as a beach ball has made its way out into left field here. And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
Well, these fans have been treated to a fine outing out of their hometown starter as we give you a look at the numbers here. A big 0 in the run column on the right-hand side of your screen.
Settling in now, Jason Castro. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. First pitch on its way. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. Now the pitch. Yanked on the ground down the line. And he'll step on first himself for the out. Pirates lead this one in front of the home crowd here at PNC Park in Pittsburgh as you get a look at our line score to this point in the contest. Ray Aristy will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. The average is at 308 entering play. 4 home runs and 19 driven in. This is hit out to right. Does he have another 1, 2, 3 inning? You bet he does. 11 in a row set down and the inning is over. Down in order go the Tigers. They're on the short end of an 8-0 score. J.P. Howell enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Now to the plate, Tyler Wiggins. He'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8.
Leading off for the Pirates, third baseman, Tyler Wiggins.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swinging a soft liner. On to first with it is Kendrick, and it's in plenty of time for the first out.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
Stepping in now, Roberto Clemente. As he'll go after a curveball out of the zone to start the at-bat. It's 0-1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Yeah, you ain't kidding, Matty. Dan, what does this feel like when balls are just flying out of the yard?
Hero, it's just one of those days when you're out there as a pitcher going, oh, I wish I was somewhere anywhere else but on that bump right now. This has the makings of being a long game.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
You know, something to keep in mind, they're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series, and maybe even the whole week ahead.
Back up the middle, and that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit. Well, when you're going as well as he is, not even to get it in your way.
Yeah, Matty, he's having a monster season, well over 300. Right there, when you're feeling that confident at the plate, it doesn't matter what the count is. You're willing to go deep and still feel confident.
Into the box, Randy Wiggins, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. The 0-1. And the changeup just missed the inside corner. Clemente stands at first with 1 out. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1.
Well, when you're behind an account like this pitcher is, it's a good time to work in something off speed if you're confident in it. Most hitters are looking for fastball.
Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
All even at 2-2. Here it is. And it's fouled away. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Now a snap throw to first. Runner's back. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang-bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
In now, Scott Gifford, as he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0 home is a breaking ball that's taken for a ball.
He's gone back-to-back with off-speed stuff to start this AB, and neither has found the zone. He's trying to pitch him backwards, but that only works if you can get them for strikes. Now he'll probably have to challenge him.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Gonzalez has a read on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. We'll get a look at the speedy Elvis Andrus when we join you next. It's the Pirates 8 and the Tigers nothing. A beautiful nighttime shot there of downtown Pittsburgh as we're ready for what remains of this one from PNC Park. Bob Dixon comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth. Here's Elvis Andrus now, starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. But these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Wiggins is there, 1 quick out to start inning number 9. So with his day over now, you get a look at the final pitching line for the Pittsburgh starter. And he was really in command on the mound throughout the evening. Here's Howie Kendrick. 3 at-bats for him in this one, all ending with him going down on strikes. He starts things here with a changeup for a called strike. 1 out, nobody on. Swing and a line drive, but foul. Foul ball. Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2.
I have no issue wasting a pitch on 0-2 to try to get a guy to go fishing, but it has to be somewhat tempting. You're not going to get anyone to swing at a bat at that pitch.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Howie Kendrick is retired, and now they're down to their final out in this one.
Wow, he's just a lost cause in this one. That's the 4th time he struck out in this game alone, and that's not something you'll forget very quickly. That's about as bad of a day as you can have.
Next for the Tigers, Miguel Cabrera. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Change up that time, a swing, and this one's driven out to deep left center field. This ball has a chance, and it is over the wall, a home run. So a solo shot off the bat of Miguel Cabrera. 8th home run on the season for him, and they're now on the board, though still well behind.
Well, some people would say this homer is wasted because they're down so big tonight, but I'm not one of them. I think anything you can build on and take into the next game is valuable, and at least they're still battling.
Standing in now, Al Kaline. And he takes ball one. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Hard on the ground towards short, and that gets through, so he'll have his first base hit, make him 1 for 4 in the game now. So the top of the 9th keeps it rolling as he comes through with 2 away. So he waited till the 9th inning, but he comes through here to extend the hit streak. That was close.
Yeah, Matty B, you see that wry smile of him coming out of the box right there. He knew what was on the line. He'd be lying if he didn't.
There's a lot of pressure on you because you're walking into that batter's box thinking, I have a nice streak going, and this is more than likely going to be my last AB. He comes through in the clutch.
Ripped down the line, and this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. Kaline rounds the corner and is headed home, and he's safe at the plate. And the gap shortens, but still plenty of work to do.
He was not messing around in that at-bat, looking for a first pitch fastball all the way, and that's exactly what he got. Nice job to rip it down the line and drive in a run at the same time. He'll feel good about that one.
Here's Carlos Gonzalez. He'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Now it's swinging a ground ball. This should do it. Wiggins has it. Throw to first would be in time for the final out. And the Pirates have taken the opener here at home as this ball game is over.
Well, this game had its moments, but it got out of hand pretty quick. Always nice when you can coast to a 6-run win. Save your closer for another day and let everyone in on the action.
8-2 tonight's final. Pittsburgh led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Joe Wiggins earns his 6th winning decision in this one as he racked up 10 strikeouts in the effort. Britt Witt couldn't escape the 4th inning as he slapped with the loss. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. From my partners Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Here now is our final line score tonight for the victorious Pirates. 8 runs on 13 hits. No errors. They left 10 men on base. For the Tigers, 2 runs, 6 hits. No errors. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 11 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at PNC Park, 38,365. The Pirates thank you for attending tonight's game and remind you to please drive home safely.
Welcome to our Wednesday edition of Inside the Show. Let's jump right into Tuesday's action. In the National League Central, Joe Wiggins pitched his way to his 100th career victory, helping the Pirates down the Tigers 8-2. He is currently in the top 5 in the NL in wins. The Redbirds sent 3 balls into the seats as they beat the Tribe in Cleveland 6-1. The Cubs launched 3 home runs as they dismantled the White Sox 8-2. It was their 7th win in a row. Tanner Roark won his first game of the season, leading the Nats past Cincinnati 3-1. Tyler Thornburg collected win number 2 on the year, helping Milwaukee down Philadelphia 4-3. The Atlanta Braves combined for 10 hits as a team as they took down the visiting Diamondbacks 6-5. The Dodgers totaled 13 hits as a team as they dismantled the A's 6-0. Austin Jackson plated 3 runs on the day as Colorado beat the Padres 3-2. The San Francisco Giants pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they got the best of the visiting Mets 5-0. Junichi Tozawa collected his first W this season, leading the Bo Sox over the Twins 4-3. The New York Yankees allowed only 5 hits in the game as they destroyed the Rays 9-1. Marcus Stroman grabbed the victory, his 4th of the year, leading the way for the Blue Jays over Miami 4-3. The Orioles combined to allow only 4 hits as they were winners over the visiting Rangers 2-1. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim put together 10 total hits as they bested the Mariners in Safeco Field 7-5. Ken Cleveland got the win, throwing 8 shutout